You know, one thing I think about a lot is how we get mad.
I fully understand where you come from. That's like someone dating a person that don't want a relationship, but you want them. It's only gonna show that you don't love yourself, and the person's gonna see that.
You want to
That's like you buying yourself flowers and dealing with someone who don't even want to plan dates or buy you flowers. Okay, that's like dating someone who have no morals or respect, and you have principle and respect, and then you wondering why they sliming you out, doing little slatey shit. And even though they say they not gonna do it again, I apologize, but they showed you who they are. They cross your boundary. And I needed to rehear that too today. Like, it's better to be alone and heal and work on you than rush into another bullshit ass situation, friendship, knowing that you ain't really fully healed from the last one. Even if you did, even if you aware, even if you in a like bop city, sometimes God is trying to have you focus on yourself. When was the last time you prayed? Like, I know friends that don't pray daily, and they have problems. Or I know people who not really fixing their credit and they know it needs improvement. Because like while you staying with your parents, build your credit. I hate a person that is like, it's hard, it's hard, it's hard. Of course it's fucking hard. Of course it's fucking hard. I have to make sure I make a total of $4,000 a month, and my income is only half of that. Half of that at this job. And one thing I stand by is like that show, right? I only like what her dad said. Olivia Pope dad from Scandal said, you gotta work twice as hard. And if you got someone that ain't working as twice as hard to be the best person they could be, and you are, that person's gonna eventually end up being jealous of you, envy of you, or you're just not gonna align and you're gonna surpass them to the point you're gonna hate them because like the things that you inspired, they can't live up to. You want to travel. This person's okay with being a bum. This person's okay with not having a passport. This person's okay with not making money. You went from buying Michael Kors bag to Coach to now Chanel, and this person is still wearing the same underwear from fucking high school or undies from high school. I like that I don't settle because I got Mina. I got my friend Sarah. Like, they always ask me if I ate. They defend me. Like, I'm even in the process of fixing things that happened that traumatically messed with my thoughts. And I have to be left with the wounds to fix it. It's hard to explain that to people, and people are just so quick to judge. But if they had your mind and they only seen what you went through, they'll understand. So at the end of the day, it is our job to tell people our boundaries and what we do and do not like. Okay? Don't settle. You feel me? I even have like a homeboy that treat me like he is my husband from heaven. Like, I really feel like he was sent from heaven. Like, I could cry because I was literally going through something and he took care of it. He even got mad when I tried to give him half of the money that I had. Like, and he's like, don't do that, Sometimes we just gonna have to take that L where it's like you may not be able to repay your friend, but that's probably a blessing in disguise, where it's like, I want to say a karmic blessing, but it's like, you ever notice when you help somebody, God ended up helping you for helping that person? It's almost like when you was down bad and you needed help and you was stuck at that gas station and a stranger or angel came out of nowhere. Or we all have our testimony when we was down in some way, miraculously God came through. And that's why I don't worry. With everything being so high, and I was like walking, I'm like, why the fuck am I stressing about something? You could die. Like, there was people who literally have goals and plans and they passed away. And we sitting here worrying about shit that we can't control. And our job is to not work hard, but just to enjoy life. To breathe. To do. But that's it. So don't be in a room where you're not be in love. Don't be around people that wishy-washy with you. You get me? And sometimes I notice when you really evolving, like, you can see your beauty. When you get away from them bad people, you start to see the beauty that you haven't seen in a good minute. I tell you, when my head was down and I was going through it, I mean, I still got a bad picture of me where I was struggling. I mean, new growth up to here, bro. Nobody coming to rescue me. I mean, any person I looked out for. And it's just like, you gotta stop. That's like you being in a good stability and you looking out for people that won't even give you $1. They already showed you at your lowest when you was there for them for 20 or $5, whatever your story is, and they said F you. I feel like the past 3 seasons people could relate, where it's like people showed you, because people showed you. Because they used to have the saying, like, it's not our job for us to show people how to love us, but it is. And once that person, that's like what I used to do. I used to go for the guys that was like, you know. And I realized when I kept going for the guys that really didn't love themselves, so when they get a beautiful woman or they get a intelligent, they know they're not worthy because of their actions and their behavior and their pattern. Meaning they're going to show you that even though you're a good person, they're not a good person. They're used to the sleeping around, even though they're acting like they're not. You know, they're acting like they're a good guy. They're acting like they're this romantic person that really want to settle down. But when you come around with your ambition, it's motivating them to be ambitious, but they should have been already, you know, it's like you're a woman and you date women and you're meeting someone where they should have been on their shit. But they choose to let shit slide. Like, you ever seen people, like, they let time fly so bad. Now they 40, now they 30, and they wish they could have did this. You don't want to be around a wish you guy, a wish you girl. They should have been on their shit. They know right from wrong. They chose to let shit, and that's why I stay away from people that don't give a fuck. Like, they just want to show how much they don't give a fuck. They don't got nothing to lose. They want to be violent. They want to show how they are letting their mental just spiral out of control. They want to spend other people's money. They want to be violent. They want to show how evil they could go. They want to show you that, yeah, I asked you for help, and you know, act like a beggar or needed you, but then once I got what I want, I'm treating you the most nastiest way. I hope that makes sense, because I needed to see this content, and I had to even break it down for the people that, you know, may not understand. Like, that's why when I set boundaries and I let people know what you're doing, that's why I'm like really a pop alone. And I got friends, I got a lot of girls that understand, but the men, they're like, I only got like 2 that listen, because I listen to their boundaries too. They don't like being lied to. They don't like no one playing with them or using them. And they know if I need something, they know Ayana don't ask. So if I need something, it's like, yeah, she really need that help. You feel me? I got someone that's trying to be petty right now, holding my payment. And I did what she asked me to do. Did the cleaning, the putting her furniture that's on the patio inside. And it just showed me there is some people that's going to be racist, that's going to be nasty, and you can't change them. And that's why I resigned. She was supposed to have been here October. She knew I was waiting. She knew I'm waiting. Now she just picking when she want to come back. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Hope that helps.